say something about Coach Berry, one of the greatest men we've ever known. He is the reason we were so successful.
You talked about the morning of the state championship game. Your mom was knocking at your door, 7 a.m. She got a shrimp po' boy in one hand. She had your football helmet in the other hand.
So we played the state championship, and 6 o'clock in the morning, I smell that. Man, that's some fried shrimp. Oh, man, I got to be dreaming. So I'll go back to sleep. Boy, I hear a foot knocking on the door. Doot, 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 doot. Get up, boy. Boy, she opens the door. My mama got my helmet on. She got some pom-poms. She got a shrimp po' boy in one hand. We got to win tonight, boy.
That's not normal.
No, enthusiasm. That's where I got my enthusiasm from, you know, and it was a family thing. The whole community came together when we played at South Lafourche, and the parents were very involved. I remember that they would cook us steaks when we started winning in the playoffs. They said every Monday night, y'all win, you get steak night. And we just kept on winning. There was motivation, and kind of funny, food was always involved in that motivation.
Yeah, you always were a little kin to fried shrimp, right?
Yeah, love it.
That's what everybody always says when you go into a function. Yeah. Fried shrimp.
I love fried shrimp. I think the way my mama cooked it, and it was a treat when we got fried shrimp at home, and we just love to eat together.
Yeah. One of my favorite stories was you were working in a shrimp factory, and you had the shovel. You were shoveling shrimp, which is not an easy task, or digging trenches for the telephone company, not an easy task. Yeah. But y'all hijacked, very innocently, a few extra jumbo shrimp.
Right. I had a little break there, and things didn't happen at McNeese. They were going to hire me, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to shovel shrimp at Bobby Collins Shrimp Shed. Now, look here. You talk about Friday coming around. You see, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you get a break at 12 o'clock. They blow the horn, and so you sit on the ice, and here comes that, I'll never forget that bucket. Ski, 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 coming down. And there you got it, a lunch meat sandwich. One slice of lunch meat, mustard, and white bread. But come Friday, double ham sandwich, baby. I couldn't wait. So Friday night, you know, we got a little condo over there. It's a shack. So Friday night, all the boys are going to get together. So we had a plan. We put the jumbo shrimp in our boots. Everybody had to get a bunch of jumbo shrimp in the boots, and we had the biggest shrimp ball in Grand Isle you ever seen, man, and we had a blast. So I worked my way up to foreman. Kirk, I was the foreman, man. I was shoveling shrimp every day. Bobby, hey, look, you're doing a good job. So I was the foreman. I was the leader. I liked it. So I get up there, and then the phone rings. Said, baby, you got a call from Arkansas. I said, what? Arkansas? So I answered a phone call, and there was a guy I worked with in Northwestern State. He said, hey, man, I got a job for you at Arkansas. And I said, well, hold on a minute. So I'm in my shrimp boots. I got my shovel. I take the shovel, throw it in the bayou. I said, I'm coming. He said, okay, be here Monday. I said, where's Arkansas? You got to tell me where it's at, man.
We had the biggest party you can have in Grand Isle that night.
The Bayou area. And we think about boat builders and all these multimillionaires that have just done it by common sense and hard work. Hard work probably more than anything. Then you have from South Lafourche. So, I mean, I know I'm going to forget people, but you have some of the greatest athletes that came out of South Lafourche. Was it just y'all pushing each other, or one of them would excel, and then the other one would go, I can't let him outdo me?
Exactly. You know, we had guys to look up to. When I grew up, it was Ronnie Estee, Arthur Cantrell. We wanted to be like them. And then I remember going to see the 1971 state championship team, the Possum game. You know, Glenn Condy, Alan Danos, and all the great guys, and Dwayne and Gerald Salmon, my cousin. They were our idols. We wanted to be like them. You know, our whole goal growing up was to play at South Lafourche, play for Coach Berry, and win a championship. When
I heard your speech at the SCIA, I saw fate all the way through that speech, and forks in the road. A little luck,
Yeah.
a little perseverance, a lot of perseverance.
Right.
Who taught you never to give up? Because it seems like in your whole career, you could have just packed it in.
Yeah.
At many forks in the road, you chose not to do
That
that.
was my daddy. Never quit. Never. Wasn't an option.
Makes a mother proud. I'm sure he's very proud. And his son said, it makes me feel so proud that my dad, they're honoring my dad.
So as you start getting into the coaching career, you camp out at Northwestern. You said you had a cot. You borrowed a cot.
In the visitor's dressing room.
I'm sure it wasn't that comfortable. But looking back on that now, what did that teach you? What did you learn from grassroots kind of stuff?
Great times. Fighting, scratching, clawing, learning the coaching profession, listening, being at work early, going to practice with enthusiasm, learning how to break down film, learning how to cut film, learning all phases of the game. It was a wonderful time.
And along that route, I mean, when you look at your resume, you're at Syracuse, you're at Miami, you're at Southern Cal as the head coach. You're now at LSU as the head coach. But let's not forget, you came back to Nichols
That's right.
at one point because you didn't want to get out of coaching.
No question. And then I got out of coaching for a little while. And had some personal things I had to straighten up, which I did. I went and volunteered at Nichols State in 1994. And then Rick Rose hired me full time, and I'm very grateful for that. And I had a blast. I love coaching at Nichols. I love the people down there. I spent a lot of time at Bubba's too, eating po' boys, great food.
Yeah.
And then, Paul Pasqualoni called me from Syracuse, so he gave me my chance to go back into coaching, which I wanted to do.
Yeah. You said Devin Hester was the reason. Maybe you met your wife?
We're playing, Syracuse is playing Miami. I'm at Syracuse now. The winner goes to the Orange Bowl.
We're playing for the Big East Championship, man. It's on. And we're winning the football game, and Coach Pasqualoni, who I love today, gets on the headset. They had a kick returner named Devin Hester. You guys all know who he is, right? Devin Hester has played an instrumental part in my life. I'm going to tell you why. He gets on the headset, man, should we kick the ball to Devin? And I went, hell no. He goes, shut up, Ogeron, you're only the defensive line coach. So the special teams coordinator goes, kick it to him, coach, we're going to stuff him. So here we go. We kicked the ball to Devin, right? 102 yards, baby. There we go. Miami's going to the Orange Bowl. Miami, Florida. We're going to beautiful Memphis and the Liberty Bowl. I can't believe we kicked the Devin. Why did we do that? So, man, we land in Memphis, and I love it, okay? But it's cold, it's gray, and it's raining. And I'm saying, man, I could be in Miami, and my phone rings. Well, it's a guy that worked in Nichols. See how God works in your life. Why did I go to Nichols? So I meet this guy named David Saunders. We become best friends. He goes to Jonesboro, Arkansas. His wife is working with my wife. And he had told me, he says, I got this lady you need to meet. I said, well, I'm in New York, David. She's in Arkansas. How are we going to meet? So when the plane lands, David calls me. He said, hey, you remember this lady I was telling you about? You want me to bring her over? I said, sure. Okay. So the next day I go to practice. I forgot about it. And so I checked my phone right after practice, and David says, we're outside. I said, okay. And I walk outside, and that's her. I went, oh, my God. There she is. Thank God we kicked the ball to Devin Hester. How about that? We've been married 21 years. We have 3 wonderful boys. Thank you, Nichols State. Thank you, Devin Hester.
You know what? My mind goes back to hearing all the stories. Of course, my father-in-law was my heart. So to hear the stories that he and Ed would talk about, the competition, the sports here on the Bayou, South Lafourche, and to really experience that, to come and see all of them to come together like this, it's overwhelming. It's just overwhelming.
As soon as I saw her, I knew that was the girl I was going to marry.
How did Kelly come in your life and sort of revamp the wheel, so to speak? What did she do for you?
Yeah, she's my rock. You know, she gives me a lot of faith. We started going to church together, praying together, and then having the boys. Having Tyler was 5 years old. Tyler, his name is Tyler Ogeron now. When he's 21, he changed his name to Ogeron, which made us proud.
Right.
And having Parker and Cody, and then we grew together as a family. Yeah. Hey, they were 30 days old. We moved from Syracuse to Los Angeles. We looked like the Beverly Hillbillies getting on that plane, man. Yeah. But we grew together. She learned the coaching profession. She stayed home, which is a stay-home mom, and worked very hard to raise the kids. I went to work, spent a lot of hours. We grew together. We made sacrifices, and that's how we grew together as a family.
You've met a ton of coaches. You've met Jimmy Johnson. You met Pete Carroll. The list could go on and on. And everybody, when they run into, I know in the media business, when we say, it's Pete Carroll over there, right, or there's Jimmy Johnson. Yeah. Now, people are saying, there's Coach Joe.
That's good.
There's Bébé Orgeron. Yeah, that's got to make you feel pretty proud.
I stay humble. I learned a lot from those guys. And really, but there's a ways to go. I'm here at LSU to win championships. Until I do that, and I will not be satisfied.
Staying grounded. Yeah. Some people talk about it. It's very hard to do. We walked in this room, you had one film crew waiting to go. We were setting up, waiting to go. And you're getting tugged in all directions, and you still got to coach a football team.
Yeah, stay humble. Just stay humble every day and work hard. That's my motto. And that's one team, one heartbeat. I have a role here. Everybody else has a role. We all pitch in and do it together.
Yeah.